Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Jay Hollingshed, mental performance coach, and I owe everybody an apology. I almost messed up and didn't do my live feed today. As promised, I said I'm going to give you one every day, and it's basically my 7 pillars of mental performance in 365 days. Today is day 4, and on Wednesday, the subject is goal setting. Now, just to give you, I didn't do much research today on goal setting, so I'm just going to shoot from the hip. Here's what I know and what I teach about goal setting. When you think about setting your goals and how you want your goals to be reached, think of goals as dreams with a deadline. Yeah, goals are dreams with a deadline. Goals help us shape our future in advance. And our goals actually need to be stronger than our opposition. When I say stronger than our opposition, I mean our goals need to be strong enough to support us when we reach those stumbling blocks, when we reach that wall, when we get to a point to where we're like, man, look, this ain't even worth it. I don't even want to fool with it. But your goals have to be stronger than the opposition. And the strength of your goal comes from your why, your purpose, your reason for having the goal, why you want to do it. Why do you want to reach that goal in the first place? So that has to be stronger than any obstacle that you're going to come across in your goal setting process. Now, also, your goals need to be just big enough to take you outside of your comfort zone, but not too big to where they will discourage you. And I'm speaking from personal experience on that one. I wanted goals that were just, and I still want them. They were just way too extravagant and too far out. And the deadline I gave myself was so short of a deadline. Here I am expecting a miracle, not saying that miracles won't happen, but my goal was way bigger than what I could possibly do. And I say that because I didn't have a plan. I didn't have a plan in process. Now, as far as having a plan, you got to have a plan of action to reach your goals. Your goals is actually, the goal reaching process is a growth process. You got to have a plan of action. Once you get your why, and figure out why you want to have that goal. And that why has to be strong enough it has to be stronger than any opposition you have in your process. Your plan of action for your goal has to be one that suits your why. Your plan of action, you take that and you write it down, you stretch it out. Your plan of action includes a timeline, includes several action items to carry you from one point to the next point, because your goals, like I said, it's a process. You're going from one step to the next step to the next step to reach your goal. Now, make your process simple. Don't overcomplicate your goals. Make your process simple, because the discipline of maintaining your consistency is going to be hard enough. Maintaining consistency in reaching your goals or taking the steps in reaching your goals, that's going to be hard enough. Now, with your long-term goals, you have to celebrate every milestone. Celebrate every single milestone, because when you celebrate your milestones in the goal-reaching process, you build confidence, you build motivation. We just talked about that the other day, confidence and motivation. So, once your desired end result is set, which is the goal or the dream that you would like to achieve, once your desired end result is set, focus on the small steps, the steps that you take in between to reach your goal. Because I say focus on the small steps because that's where the growth occurs. That's the growth process. That is actually you changing as a person to achieve what you've never had. Now, when I say changing as a person, it's a well-known fact that you have to do something different to get different results. You have to be someone else. I mean, you have to be what you've never been to have what you've never had. So you're going to change as a person. Your goals have to stretch you. They have to grow you. Like I said earlier, it has to be a growth process, and your goals must be big enough to take you outside of your comfort zone. The last thing I want to tell you about goals is write your goals down on paper. Write your goals down on paper. When you do that, you are telling your mind, okay, this is the starting point right here. This is where we are. And if this is where we are at the starting point, evidently this is rock bottom. And if this is rock bottom, I'm at a place where I'm uncomfortable. I need to be higher than where I am. So you are telling your mind that that's the foundation. That's rock bottom. We need to go a little bit higher and higher and higher. So every time you go higher, you're taking steps. So write your goals down on paper. It's kind of like what I do every night before I go to bed. I write down what's going to take place the next day, the very next day. At 8 o'clock, I'm going to do this. At 9 o'clock, I'm going to do this. At 10 o'clock, I'll be doing this. 11 o'clock, I'll be doing this. What I'm doing is telling my mind what's going to happen and what I need successful outcomes in. So each timeline for my day is actually a goal. I need to be successful in every one of those, in every single action item of my day. So that's all I have for today on goals. I thank you for tuning in for me. And again, I do apologize for the lateness of the hour of this live feed. I'm not expecting a whole lot of views right now because it's so late. It's actually 10 minutes after 11 my time, Eastern Standard Time. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. I was at practice. I got home from practice later than usual, and I wasn't even thinking about the fact that I did not deliver when I should have delivered. So I'm here delivering now. The day is not over with. I got it in, and I'm working on getting it in earlier from now on. So goals. Thank you. Set your goals. Have good action items within your goals. Make sure the goal is actually one that can take you out of your comfort zone. Celebrate your steps within your goals to build confidence. And as you celebrate the steps are your growth process. Make sure you mentally document the growth that you are having, the growth that's taking place within your goal reaching process. Again, I thank you all for watching. This is Mental Performance Coach Jay Hollingshed, and you are looking at, or you're viewing day 4, which is goal setting of my 7 pillars of mental performance in 365 days. Be well, stay blessed, and through love, be a blessing. All right, I'm going to finish this thing once.